If I was a buyer that was sitting on the sidelines waiting for prices to go down, and they've started going down over the past 5-6 months, but then I get pre-approved, I figure out my new mortgage rate, and I see what's going to cost me on a monthly basis, I'd be really frustrated right now. And the reason why I say this is because although we have seen prices go down significantly, in fact, over 16% in the city of Toronto from the peak, which is a lot of money on paper on that sale price, housing has not yet become more affordable. I'm going to show you an example in today's video, February prices versus today on a monthly payment basis, and show you where there are opportunities and where opportunities just don't exist right now. But I think the frustration point out there right now is that it's not like our market has fallen off just simply because people don't want to buy real estate. It's because their purchasing power has been decreased. And we can argue for or against the Bank of Canada raising rates to fight inflation and different situations. It's all going to depend where you are in the market. But the reality is right now, with rising interest rates, it has not helped first-time home buyers get into the market because the lower end of the market has not decreased as much as the high end of the market. In fact, it's pushed them a lot into the rental market. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tom Storey. I run a real estate team here in the city of Toronto. I make educational YouTube videos that we send to our clients and to the interwebs like all of you watching to try to make more sense of what's going on. All I ask when you like these videos, if you give it a big thumbs up, it helps other awesome people like you see this content. And if you like the vibe of these videos, if you could subscribe, join our growing community. At the end of this video, if you want to book a call directly with me, you can do that. Go into the first link in the description. You can book a buyer call, a seller call, or just a call to chat about the market. So the point of this video is that prices have dropped significantly, but why does it cost the same to own a home on a monthly basis? And the obvious answer is interest rates, but I want to actually break it down with you. Who's actually benefiting from prices going down and interest rates going up? I would say maybe cash buyers, maybe. Move-up buyers. I just sold my condo. I'm currently searching for a house because I saw the difference in gap of houses have come down a lot. Condos have only kind of come down a little bit in price, so I saw that opportunity. But for anyone else getting into the market, downsizing doesn't really make sense on paper right now. It's got to be very frustrating. So there's a comparison that I'm going to show you in a second here, and we're going to go over what has changed in the market. So this is a very well-written, very scary headline that says Toronto home prices crashed 16%. Don't know if I would say 16% is a crash, but 60% in the last 5 months, and the historic correction isn't close to done yet. Now, that's a very clickable headline. So let's say, right, you're waiting on the sidelines, or you're a potential first-time home buyer, and you read this headline. You think to yourself, oh my gosh, this is great. I'm now going to have an opportunity to get into the market at a way lower price. So you call your mortgage broker, you get pre-approved, you find out that your rate is 4.5% to 5% and didn't realize that it was 2.5% back in February when prices were much higher. And then you start doing the numbers and you go, oh, wait a second, this is actually still very, very expensive. Maybe I'll just rent. So maybe you just rent. And then this happens. Toronto's runaway rental prices just increased for the 6th consecutive month. Now, rental prices are up 20% year over year. Why are rental prices up? Well, there's a lot of different factors coming out of the pandemic here. People going back to school, people going back to work. Summer in Toronto is always a pretty active rental market, but then you got to look at interest rates, pushing people out of that entry-level market back into the rental market. I have truly never seen a rental market like it is right now. Never seen this type of demand. It's the highest prices have ever been. We've blown past 2019 peak prices for rental. I have never seen this. Vacancy is extremely low right now. If you want to rent out your property, I can guarantee you're going to get more than you probably think you are. Prices have come down, which as a potential buyer, you think that's a good thing. But then you realize, okay, prices have come down almost as high as rates have gone up. So they've kind of met in the middle here. So on a monthly basis, it hasn't changed, but you do have savings, and I want to break down what those savings are to you. Okay, I posted this on Instagram last week, and I said, have homes become less expensive? And it's showing a difference between February and today. So let's say purchase price in February was $1 million, and today it's $800,000. That is a 20% decrease. So the article before said 16%. Let's just say 20%. It's a nice round number. That would assume that your interest rate in February, before rates started going up, was 2.5, and today is 4.5. Now, those aren't exact numbers, but give or take, it was around that range. Your down payment, if you were going to buy with 20% down, would have been $200,000. And today, if you still want to do 20% down, which means you don't need mortgage insurance, it would be $160,000. So I see right away that's a $40,000 savings. Land transfer tax in Toronto. Now, this is based on not being a first-time home buyer, so it's basically a minus $8,475 on these numbers if you are a first-time home buyer at these prices. Okay, but land transfer tax is still significant. Then what it really comes down to is a monthly payment. So these are run on 5-year fixed rate based on 25-year amortizations, and the fact that you are not a first-time home buyer with these current numbers, and this land transfer tax is only for the city of Toronto. It's basically the same. Basically the same on a monthly basis. Now, huge savings on the down payment and pretty decent savings on the land transfer tax. But still, the monthlies haven't changed. So when I see this, what it tells me is like, well, and these are using much more expensive numbers, right? Like we could use condo numbers that went from 600,000 to 500,000 for some circumstances as well. So my main question to you is, how do you feel right now about where rates are at and where prices are at? If you're not in the market, are you looking at this as an opportunity to get in now, or are you going to wait on the sidelines longer? I truthfully don't know mathematically which is going to be more beneficial. Hoping that the thing that stops first-time home buyers from getting in the market being the down payment. It will help if prices have come down because your down payment is less, and you can do the math on the full amortization of the mortgage. Overall, lower purchase price is always going to be better. But right now, on a monthly basis, it's not more affordable. In fact, in some cases, it's more expensive, even if prices are down 20%. And if I was on the sidelines, waiting, hoping for prices to correct and crash, and then I actually got to the point that I was going to get into the market, I'd be pretty pissed. That's just the truth. So it's like we've solved one issue, kind of. Well, we've caused another issue in the rental market, and I don't know if first-time home buyers are any better off based on where things are at today. But I'd love to know what you think. Please comment below. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, my name is Tom Storey, and remember, home is where your story begins.